So we're live right now. This is Mike Lee from Lee's Fitness Unlimited, reporting live from East Oakland, California. And this is our first live broadcast. So feel free to reach out. Let me know if you have any fitness related questions.
So, Mike, I eat a lot of hamburgers, but I want to get in really good shape. Is it possible for me to eat 3 hamburgers a day and also achieve my fitness goals of having like a hard body skin, but not being super shredded?
I'm not going to say it's impossible, but that wouldn't be the route that I would go. Um, nutrition is definitely about getting the right nutrients in your body. So just eating the same thing and overeating, that may not get it for you. You gotta put yourself on a plan, and that's pretty just general. Plus, that means that you're eating a lot of fast food, most likely because you're not even cooking those burgers at home most of the time. People are out and consuming the wrong things. So a McDonald's diet is not gonna work in your best interest.
So, Mike, I want to know, I'm a busy guy. What are good foods and bad foods? I know vegetables are good for me, but what things, I don't like vegetables. I want some foods people eat that are good for me. What should I do?
I mean, when it comes to food, it's hard because it really does come down to what your preference is. I can't really tell you to eat something that you just don't find the taste for. But in general, I would advise you to eat living foods. And what I mean by that are it is vegetables. It's things that grow from the ground, fruits, vegetables. But it's all about finding out what works best for you. So I would say to definitely try different things out. Um, and you don't have to. That doesn't mean just because you're eating more vegetables that you got to cut out meat, or that doesn't mean that you got to be like all the way vegetarian or vegan or anything like that. It's just putting an effort to make some type of change.
What rapper is the most in shape rapper that still consumes alcohol and smokes weed? Give me a top five, like of rappers. When we're not saying like healthy rappers, we're saying rappers that party, but they still could do like I'm gonna say maybe like 20 pull-ups,
A rapper that could do 20
but
pull-ups.
they still smoke weed and do bad stuff from time to time.
Shit. I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know. Just off of my guess, off of what I see just on TV, I would think 50 Cent.
Okay.
He's definitely, obviously, one of the
What
more
about Styles
athletic
P the
ones.
Ghost? Styles P the Ghost, DMX. I think DMX is probably gonna be up there. I think he's got a good deadlift.
DMX probably go hard. DMX's music make you want to work out, so I would only imagine that.
Do you think that maybe that's the trick to that question is like what rappers make you go hard in the gym? Because maybe that's a reflection of what they do.
It could be. I
I
mean,
think Jeezy goes hard in the gym though, and I like Jeezy.
I like Jeezy's music too. I fuck with Jeezy. Um, yeah, so I would say 50. I would say, shit. Who else works out?
I
I be
think
seeing
Gucci Man's going hard.
them random videos. Yeah, Gucci. I be seeing them random videos of people in boxing gyms or working on the mitts and
Looking
shit.
terrible. I
But
think Meek
yeah,
looks bad. Meek's gonna be Meek's one of my top five rappers, but he is not. The bag got a 10-8 round on him. The bag beat him, bro. He's the
yeah.
first person I saw shadow box where the shadow beat him. The shadow won the round. I said I'm gonna score that one for the shadow.
Shout out to Meek Mill. I like Meek Mill music too. Actually, we play his most recent album a lot in the gym. But
Have you ever seen him shadow box though? A shadow beats him.
yeah, from what I saw, it wasn't really impressive. To be honest, a lot of what I see on the internet is not impressive, especially when it comes from rappers doing it. But I gotta still compliment them just for the fact that they trying. Like they not promoting completely just sitting around doing, you know, drugs and women and all type of other shit.
Okay. So like what's a common ass question that someone asks you? Like what's a normal ask? They walk into the gym, they know you're buff, you've spent probably like I don't know, 24 plus years working out. What's like a thing someone might be scared and they come in and they're all embarrassed like they're going to see the doctor? What's something that someone says?
Uh, a fear of just
Like they walk through those beautiful doors in the Laurel District of East Oakland, California, and they
yeah.
walk in and they say, "Who works here?" And you raise your hand, and then they come up to you and they got their head down and they're looking nervous. What do they say?
Um, you know what? It really just depends on the preference. I'll be the first to say that what I do ain't for everybody. So it could be just somebody walk in the door, and if they don't get the certain vibe that they may have expected walking in, and what I mean by that is this is a black-owned business. So sometimes that may not be, and it's a in a kung fu studio of all things. So that's usually not the two things that you put together when you think of one of those. When people
I
most of the
kind of
time
do,
think of
but
that.
I've watched Shaft, or not Shaft, Dolomite.
Yeah, but you got a little bit more culture. I'm just talking about just your average,
Oh, I get what you're saying.
and that's not for everybody, but that's just an example. Or you may just get people that come in, but they may be intimidated by just the atmosphere of the room. So like if I'm teaching like one of my boxing fitness classes or like a boxing class, it's gonna be more men in the class than women. So you may get a woman that she may walk in and she may feel if she don't see it don't even have to be an equal amount, but if she just feels completely outnumbered, that could be something that could kind of hold her back. But for the most part, people that actually get in and get active and try what's going on, most of them really do like it.
So how does someone get up the courage to go to the gym and then create the consistency? Because to me, working out to me is just, I'm not going to make excuses. Like even if I can't get a good one in, I'm going to just get it in just so I set aside 30 minutes, 40 minutes to the workout. How does someone that's not used to that, maybe abused drugs, lived a crazy life, or maybe they're living an awesome life. They went to college, they make a ton of money, but they just never have been fit. What are some steps that you do at Lee's Fitness Unlimited to kind of help people?
um, just definitely holding yourself accountable, and that's the first step. If you want to do it, if you truly want to get better, you're gonna find a way to get better. And you just gotta make it as easy for yourself as possible. So main thing is coming. I tell everybody the hardest part is coming through the door. Once you got to the gym, it's like shit. You've already done the effort to come here, and people make real efforts to get here. I got people that wake up early in the morning to come before they go to work. That's an effort that's made, to where it's like, okay, if I'm gonna do all this and cut this extra time out of my day when I could be sleep, I'm gonna make sure I get the best workout possible. But to even before that, some people just need to get to setting alarms for themselves, just setting aside a certain amount of time a day to where they're gonna do something physically. And it could really start simple. I always recommend like for super beginners that's not doing nothing in terms of fitness, start off with 30 minutes a day of something that you like doing. Like don't even try to keep up with the Joneses or do something that you see other
Let's
people
touch
doing.
on that. Let's keep it real because I feel like my friends that don't work out a problem, and I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna stare at you because this is Uncle in the building. I don't even got a name, but I'm gonna stand over here. My friends that aren't into fitness but have awesome jobs and that are super super well off, they always want to do these crazy, super hard, super dangerous workouts that end up messing them up. Like they're doing pro football combine workouts and they should be learning form.
Yeah.
How do you convince someone just because that looks cool, just because you're a top of the food chain type dude, your body ain't ready to do a power clean and a snatch. You're really just, you gotta learn how to deadlift, which you can't even do just yet.
Yeah, that was a good question. So when it comes down to it, fitness is a journey of the mind, body, and spirit, and you really got to make sure your mind's in the right place. First and foremost. So you got to first know how to know who you are, and if you don't know, that's where you need to start to find out what's really your thing, and find out what you may be interested in, but also understand that there's levels to things, so people come ask me all the time, like, how'd you get in such good shape? But they don't really realize I've been training my whole life. So like from the age of a little kid, I've been training, physically active. So it's going to be the learning curve or the adaptation process is going to be a little bit different. So just take your time, and then do you. It's definitely about taking your time, though.
So I gotta ask you a question. We're talking a lot because a lot about this gym when I come here. What I love is it's a lot about like how you feel as a person. Like it's not just about you come in and you get buff. Like you got to kind of be self-aware. Like to me, kung fu is not. It's about energy, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you come in here, you gotta have an energy about you. So how do you get someone that maybe they do drugs or maybe they hang out with people like girls to run away from who they are? Can you be the best athlete you can be, or can you come in here if you're in denial of who you are?
Huh. That's a good question. Can you come in here? Yeah, you can come in here, but you gonna soon find out.
Well, let me add to it. If you come in here and you start doing this program, do you think the person that's in denial might change? Do you think there's a transformative process that if you go through your program in Oakland, that something about you has to change or you're to to get to that level?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what the whole purpose of this is for change in a positive way. So if someone's coming to me and they're not getting any results, then we're gonna have to reconsider what's going on. I'm definitely here to help. And a lot of people that come in here do get a lot of help that they came in here looking for, and some of them discover things that they didn't even know that they would enjoy. So it's about learning a lot about who you are and what you really like and can bring to the table, and what suits you.
Yeah. So what would like you work with anyone from hot women, hot dudes, pro athletes, pro boxers, pro football players, amateur, making it. Is there a theme with all these people? Like, do you see a theme in the athletic journey of everyone that you work with? Or is every story that comes in here uniquely different and you have to figure out how to sell their story?
Everybody comes from different backgrounds. Everybody is different, and I think as um, what I try to do as a trainer is definitely, or what I do as a trainer is try to individualize everything for everybody. Like even in my classes, I really pay attention to what everyone can bring to the table or what they need to work on. Yeah, that's important. You can't generalize like that. But everyone in general, everyone needs fitness, everyone needs health, and everyone wants to be better. And at the end of the day, we all know we ain't perfect. Like even the person with the biggest ego in the room, deep down inside, they know it's some shit that they trying to mask. So everybody, for the most part, knows it's something that they need to improve, and it's something that they want to elevate their life. No one comes in here trying to go backwards. You know.
So, how about this one? And I'm just asking you a bunch of questions. I'm just curious. What got you going in this fitness journey? Was it sports or was it just that you liked the way it felt on your body?
No, when I first started training, I hated training. My dad put us in sports, and I love sports, but I used to hate the training side of it because it was just always just that extra. It was that extra commitment that was hella hard, and you wasn't gonna see instant gratification. My main sport coming up was for football, and the hardest training I used to do was in the off season. So you training hella hard. Like we used to train to the point of like real exhaustion. Like we'd be on the side of the track throwing up. And my dad came from a track background, so a lot of his workouts were on the track. So it was a lot of running, a lot of running. But I believe that all helped me in the long run. It pushed me forward. But so that's where it started. the goal was always for football. And once I got through college and was playing football in college, I started getting hurt and just wanted to really redirect my, the course of my career. I always felt that the skill level was there, but I had to be realistic with myself. It's like if my body's breaking down in college, there's another level after this, and it's only gonna get worse. So, but then I had to realize what was consistent, because very rarely will anyone play through a whole football season not experience a injury or some type of pain or something hurting them. But like what was consistent throughout the whole process, it was always the training. Like no matter like my best seasons, my worst seasons, there was always training involved. Whether I was complete, like in the best health, best shape, or whether I was hurt and like rebounding myself from like something, it was always fitness that I had to come back to. So it was just realizing that was really what the core of what I was my training. The sports I had changed and went through different sports. I played football as a young kid. I played basketball, but that didn't last long. I did track. I, competed in kickboxing. I've done boxing and sparring in gyms and things like that. So, I mean, I've always had different athletic, different things I've done athletically, but it always came back to the training at the end of the day.
How did you take not being able to go to the league? Because I imagine that must have been like a major dream of yours was to go to the league and play. When you realized maybe you can't go to the NFL, what was that like? And how long had you been training to go to the league?
Yeah, I mean, that's hard. That's hard for the fact that I put a lot of years in, like I said, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears of training into that. So, um, and I noticed a lot of guys go through it. I know a lot of my teammates went through it also from college. And in hindsight, I was glad that I did go through that shit so that I could recognize it and help them. But it was definitely a period of like trying to refine yourself. Like the first 2 years after I was done with college, when I was done playing college football, I was still in school. I hadn't graduated yet, and I was always Mike Lee, the football player, Mike Lee on the football team. So then after that was over, it's like, okay, I'm still Mike Lee, but like, what am I bringing to the table? Although I mean, I always felt like I could bring something to the table, but I just had to really define it or redefine it. So it's a period of uncertainty. I think that's what gets a lot of people is just you don't know where you at, or you may not be clear on where you're going. Like, man, my business is built on the back of boxing and teaching boxing classes. You could have not have told me that I would have been doing that when I was playing football. I always had a passion for boxing, but like I would have thought I would end up being a football coach before teaching boxing. But it's the way things turn.
Yeah. Um, what was one of the craziest things about that time, that transition from college, coming back to Oakland, you're no longer a football guy, and just figuring out what you're going to do for the next 50 years of your life, kind of like you have football. Obviously, football is going to be a period of your life. No one thinks they're going to play football into their 40s unless they're Brady or a few guys, right? You had to kind of probably come back as like a young man who now you're a man. Now you got a little bit of money, a little degree, you can get a job. But the big thing that defines you, like I'd imagine you come back to Oakland and maybe you're fine not being Mike Lee, the football player. But when you come back to Oakland, I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, it's Mike Lee. He used to play football with my cousin, or
Uh huh.
Mike Lee used to play football with so and so. You know him.
Yep.
How
Yep.
is how is recreating yourself back where you grew up after that?
uh, well, it was a lot easier being back home because I had left, went to college in different states. Did I spent a year playing football in Idaho. I also went out to Utah and spent some time out at Weber State taking some classes and things. And so coming back to Oakland really helped it because this is just where my foundation was. And just going, like I said, trying to find out like the real core of who and what I was and like what I had been doing. The sports was one thing, but like I said, it always came back to the training and just what I was good at, you know. So when I was going through that period of time, I was trying to figure out, well, what am I really good at, like naturally? Like people always compliment me on like my athletic ability and things like that. And it's like, okay, well, if I'm not going to be a professional athlete, but I clearly have these gifts that stand out. So I need to just find another way to make that shit work. So that's pretty much where the training thing came in. You know, you just gotta. We all born with gifts, so you gotta be able to recognize your gifts, even if it doesn't even if it doesn't look like what it is. You know, my gift was being an athletic young guy, a tough dude from where I come from. You got to be tough and you got to be, you know, a certain way. And that's what it was. That's what was able to get me through football was that. So it's about finding yourself, and fitness is a great way for you to find yourself. I've seen it, you know, with a lot of people, you know, and it's not even it's not even like coming into a gym and then all of a sudden you come out the other end as a trainer. Like this, I understand this ain't for everybody to be a trainer, but just to uh just to find a good repetition or a good lifestyle or something, you know, this I've seen people, you know, change change all type of things in their life from just having the habit of working out. You know, I've seen people cut out bad habits, whether it be you know, alcohol or drug abuse or you know, it's all different types of lifestyles and stories that you know people go through and come from. But you know, my main thing is I believe that training is a way of healing. You know, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So
So now I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna say, not just are you gonna do this YouTube platform. Why don't you set up your Instagram and go live on your IG and see if someone pops up and asks you a question besides myself?
go on IG.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how that go.
Sometimes people just pop up into the mix, but I feel like IG is probably the most viewed probably. I don't really use the live function. Have you ever used the live function?
I've used it, but the time I did use it, it didn't really seem like nobody's watching it. But I did do it once on Facebook, and I did get some good views on there. So
Well,
I
maybe
don't know.
Facebook. Maybe Facebook's the way to go.
It could be. It really could be either or.
I think Facebook's better because older people use Facebook and it's more like television. It's just
I
my
know
opinion.
nobody watch TV no more, which
Yeah, it's
you know.
depressing. I still pay for it. It's like I had like a lot of experience where I learned I was old, like over the course of like the past few weeks. And one is like paying for television. Another is like I literally don't know any topical music that's out. Like I'm not even being funny. Like I can't tell you Taylor Swift songs. And when I was younger, like you just know it because you're around it. Now I literally can't.
I don't think I know one Taylor Swift song.
That's when you're getting old, bro. Because when you're young, you know those songs. If you're getting old, you don't know it, and you say, and then yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know.
that's how you know you.
The only time I watch TV is when I go visit my granny. I feel like only old folks really got cable going.
That's what I'm saying. I'm old headed.
But shit, man, the way things are, it's hard to keep up. You know, keeping up with boxing ain't always the easiest either. I love boxing. For those of y'all who don't know, if y'all watching this, we do watch a lot of boxing. Shit, I don't even remember how to get live on here. Okay.
I feel like boxing is almost like a full time job. There's just too many fights. There's just too many fights. Like too many people fighting. Too many fights that don't matter. And I hate to say it, but a lot of the fans of boxing just suck. They're like kind of like fat alcoholic people that just want the fighters to punch each other in the face. Don't care about their health.
But even that side of so the fitness side of boxing is something that really attracted me to it because boxing is the one sport where you can't fuck around. You got to be in the best shape possible. It's really about your fitness. I feel like I mean, it's a whole bunch of things that go into it, but your fitness level could definitely win you a fight, if or it could lose you a fight. You see guys that's talented, but they may be fucking off their time when they're supposed to be training.
What would you rather have, a skillful fighter or a talent or a in shape fighter?
I would rather have.
But they're
Uh,
only gonna have one trait.
that's still a hard question. Where's this person at? Is this a kid or adult?
They're in Ohio, so they're in one of those weird suburbs. They're probably about 6'1", and they can box real well. And then he's got a cousin who can't box very well, but he's real strong, and he's gonna overtrain, and he's just gonna be buff, and he's gonna be able to go 6 rounds. And the other one, he just sits on the back, moves his jab, check hook, and that's what we got.
I mean, boxing's hard, bro. You got to kind of go at what you can get. Like Deontay Wilder, you get somebody like Deontay Wilder just got a mean right-handed punch that's gonna knock everybody out. That's gonna be success with that. But to answer your question, see where you're getting at, I would take the person that's in better shape, because that shows me that they at least got a work ethic. And if they got the work ethic to get in shape, then they'll have the work ethic to pick up the skills. But if they don't have the work ethic, to pick up to get in shape, skills could just come naturally to some people, you know. So I wouldn't I wouldn't bet it all on that.
Yeah, I mean Deontay Wilder's got Thor's hammer. A lot of these boxers are like Batman, got all these tools and gadgets, but sometimes all you need is Thor's hammer to get the job done.
That's why I said that's a hard question. I love Deontay Wilder as a fighter. I mean, he get the job done. He definitely get the job done.
Probably one of the worst interviews ever. I always feel really awkward when he's gonna talk.
To this day.
Yeah, it's real. Like I like what he's trying to touch on, but it just comes off really bad. Like, how do you feel about that as a black business owner? Am I in the wrong for? Because I feel like he's trying to touch on uh, like slavery and black repression and not being equal to basically any other race in America based off of economic strains put upon sanctions that took place in the 1800s. And like you just based off of the sheer statistics, you're 100 years behind generationally as opposed to others. And that's a really deep conversation we're still having. But then he just says to this day, and you know what I'm saying, as opposed to kind of maybe because it's boxing media, it's sports writers, I don't think they may talk about race in America. This might be a great platform to kind of speak about it.
Yeah. Um
Or maybe I'm in the wrong. Like
I'll just say it's hard to speak on what someone else's intentions are. Like he may really have it in his heart to speak on it, but he just may not be able to articulate that shit.
oh, I 100%.
He is a fighter at the end of the day, and that's not even the stereotype fighters, but it's just the fact that that man probably got so much shit going through his head, and he is on top of the heavyweight division, but there's still a lot that he got to worry and think about too, and that interview or a lot of interviews is during times where he got a fight coming up. So
do think he's the most turned up fight week fighter because he basically can't outbox you. Like he's going in to fight you, and I think it's kind of like interviewing a guy going to like the front line of war. Like he kind of knows it's going to be really real, and he's not really mentally trying to like have a deep conversation. Like he's getting ready to fist fight.
that could be it. I mean, at that moment, I don't think nobody's trying to be a philosopher, but he trying to. I mean,
people would argue with that. Answer a question with a question.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But shout out to Deontay Wilder if you ever see this. Shout out, Bomb Squad.
I want to see Deontay's brother fight Blake the Beast. I want to see Marcellus Wilder versus Blake the Beast.
I still haven't seen either of them.
I think that would be a terrific fight.
I have not. See, I be watching a lot of old school shit. I think a lot. That's what I think a lot of people don't do now. I think it's like people don't really appreciate the history of it. Like last night, I was watching Esther Charles. Like,
oh yeah, that's
you know.
Yeah, no, Esther's good.
Like I was watching shit like that, and I try not to always watch like the
old head.
I just try not to always watch like the common, like the Joe Louis, Ray Robinson, but they all great for a reason. So I mean, you kind of do get caught up in watching
I
that,
have a
but
theory about Ray Robinson. It's controversial. I think Ray Leonard was. I hate to say it, but I love Ray Robinson. I think Ray Leonard is a better version of Ray Robinson. They both threw really awkward punches, and I don't think either one could get away with what they were doing for as long as they did back in the day. Because isn't Ray Robinson's best punch a left undercut and then a left to the body, and his hands are hella low
Ray
right over the
Robinson,
feet?
I like his left hook.
Yeah, I mean, because his left hook is cold because he puts it like right on your rib cage, and he just kind of he like really pushes it in. It's like
Yeah,
he aims and oh,
yeah. I like both. That's always I thought about that before too. That's hard because shit. I think my number one all time favorite boxer is probably Sugar Ray Leonard, but that's even hard sometimes. I like a lot of different fighters. I love boxing, but yeah, I'll say Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard he was pretty complete in my opinion.
Ray Leonard. I mean,
Yeah.
the crazy thing about Ray Dog is Ray's really, really untechnical, even though he's technical. Like he does a lot of things that like you can't really teach people.
Yeah, I would say that, but he did a lot of things. He had hands, he had feet,
Best
good.
finisher ever.
Yep, he could
Like
close a fight.
nobody survived when Ray got you hurt. You were out.
Yep,
I
he
think Foreman's in that list of a good finisher. Like when he got you.
shout out to PJ Brooks on our live stream. We got some people
What's
watching
PJ?
us.
What's PJ's name?
PJ, what's up with you, man?
Just real live. We got
We
headphones,
live on here.
microphone. We
If you
live.
got any questions or anything, holler at me. We started off talking about fitness and we ended up talking about boxing. I feel like this how a lot of these things are gonna go one way or another. But why not?
Yeah, I mean it's just a feeling.
Yep.
It's just a feeling. It's hot girl summer.
Hot girl
Yeah, it's
summer.
hot girl summer. The girls run the summer. I think the dudes should just pack it up. Just get your money. They'll be back in the fall. It's hot girl summer.
Well, shout out to the hot girls.
I think it's hot girl summer.
I
They're
feel.
taking over. It's their era. We got Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer. They're running things. Dudes are in second right now. If you go to the club, the girls are going crazy. The guys are just sitting there doing nothing. It's Hot Girl Summer, man.
Hot
Miami.
girl summer.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, I say enjoy yourself. Whoever to bring it back to fitness. If you've been working, if you've been training all year for the summer, shit, go on and have some fun. Go on and do what you go on
Yeah,
and do what you've
even
been
if you
doing. You
don't
want to
look,
look good, look good.
even if you don't look that good, if you're just confident,
That's what it's
enjoy
about. Be
yourself
you, be
too.
confident.
Just you want to take your shirt off and have fun,
Man,
do it.
that's what
Unless
it's
it's
about.
against the law. If you're a
Enjoy
woman
life.
and it's nude, then that's not good. But just do it within the confines of law. But it's hot girl summer. We got the boxing. Trying to think what else is going
Where'd
on.
that shit come from? Was that from a song or something?
I'm just saying that's what it is.
But I've been seeing that.
I'm
Like
telling
they
you,
say it on
the
Instagram. I
girls are
know.
taking over, bro.
They definitely say it on Instagram.
Yeah, because they're running things, bro. I saw a girl tell a dude shut up, and that girl bought him drinks. She said shut up, and the dude just sat there, and she paid for the drink. It's hot girl summer, bro. She just punked him, and he said, "Okay, my bad." It's serious. I was out in Miami, and these girls were ridiculous.
Well, we need to get some hot girls come in for the hot girl workout. Let's get a hot girl summer workout.
Oh, they're gonna come in the fall.
Uh,
They're coming in the fall. They're running the summer right now.
they running the summer. They too
They're running.
busy.
Yeah, they got the 24-hour fitness membership. They're not supporting local businesses, but it's okay. They're young queens. They got their little squat program. They're doing a squat.
I'm not gonna knock none of those gyms, but you better know what you're doing. I see a lot of people in 24-hour fitness that don't be knowing what they're doing. They look like they're gonna get hurt soon, and a lot of them got the ego to where you can't tell them shit. You can't tell them that like I don't know about that one. You should
So I'm
kind
gonna
of
tell
chill
you
out.
my experience at 24-hour fitness. I go there a few. I see the girls with the elastic bands around their legs, just walking around, kind of like they're guarding someone on a basketball court. I see the squat. You got two types of girls squatting for all day, and then you got like two or three dudes that are built like a tank that are just trying to run the numbers up, and like you said, it looks just really painful for their lower back. And you got the bench press gorillas. I don't even know like what they're trying to because like they don't even look good. They're just like big
Bench press
bench
gorillas.
press gorillas, and then you got people that just hang out doing curls. They don't focus on any other aspect of the body but arms. Like they
Yeah.
literally have no shoulders, no legs, no chest, but arms.
You get a lot of shit. You see a lot of different things in those type of gyms. Yeah, everybody there for a different reason.
I think people should just use the machines, bro. If you haven't been going to a gym for 4 to 5 years, you need to use the machine.
That so yes, I'll say that's my advice. If you somebody that does not train on the regular, or you just getting started and you don't know where to start or what to do, and you go into one of those 24-hour fitness gyms or Planet Fitness or somewhere, do some basic stuff and just get on a machine, because a machine is at least gonna keep your body frame aligned. Because people get to picking up free weights and they got the wrong technique, and that's how you get hurt.
Now let's keep it funky. We're gonna keep it all the way funky. They grab the wrong number on the weight. They'll be like, "Oh, I can curl 30 pounds," when they really should be doing 12.
Exactly, but that's because they're too busy worried about the person next to them.
I'd gladly lift low weights because it's not about the number.
It's not about the number. I'll tell you a story about when I was in college. I may have told you this one before. When I tore my pec muscle.
That's a Triple H injury. That's a serious. That's a pro wrestler. Like you're really going to the gym if you get that injury.
Look, we was bench pressing. We were doing a max out day, bench press, and I was playing defensive back. This was 2009 at the University of Idaho. So out of all the DBs on the team, my bench press, I believe it was the highest. If not, it had to have been like top two. But I had benched 320. And then the next day, our Coach Scott Gadigan, shout out to Coach G. He had us come in the next day, and he just said, if you guys weren't happy with what you did yesterday, you could try to PR today. And actually, this is how I know that.
We're not talking Puerto Rico. We're talking personal record.
Yeah, personal record PR.
Yeah. I just gotta say
Yeah.
that because some people listening, they might say the PR.
Yeah.
Flags and stuff.
Yeah, personal record. So this how I know that I had already had the highest bench press. So it wasn't really about competing with nobody else, but I was like, okay, I just want to see how much I could do at this point. Came in the next day, I'm already sore from the day before. Soon as I lifted the weight off the rack, I did my warm-up set. Cool. Put 325 on, lifted the weight off. It was bad. I felt the pop. It was bad. As soon as I lifted the weight off, I got it down. But then once I started to pick it back up, I felt that pop, and I dropped the whole bar on my chest. It was bad. I could have fucked myself up bad because I dropped the weight on my chest. My spotter, for some reason, wasn't paying attention.
I was gonna say this. Call on like if you're doing a personal record, which I call max. That means like you. That's like the I don't really got it, bro zone.
Yeah.
Like you like I don't really got this hands on the thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, that seems like a pretty big. Like I get it if we're hitting 225 and you're like you kind of got it. Maybe four of them. You got two. But
He was paying attention. I think it just kind of the way it happened, it caught everybody off guard.
did he go into shock? Was it one
I
of those
think it was one of them
things?
things. I dropped the weight. And I'm like, bruh, grab this shit. And he's kind of like standing there for a second, and then they got it. But
damn, that's hella weak. Like, so like you can say, and you didn't say grab this shit. You probably said grab this shit.
yeah,
Like it was coming up all messed up.
Yeah,
You're probably
yeah.
drooling.
yeah,
You get off there and you probably rolled like a fish and you're all messed up and everyone was asking you, "Are you okay?" Fuck no, you're not okay. You just had a big ass weight drop on you.
yeah. Weight accidents ain't cool, and then it's come from experience in the weight room. So this happened my freshman year of college. I'm already on a Division I football team, and I've had experience lifting weights. But like to let that happen to somebody that's like green in the gym, you could easily drop that shit on your neck, and that's like,
Well, you're supposed to lift right on your titties, right?
yeah,
You're supposed to aim for the titties, so in case of emergency, you just roll the weights off, like you push it like that, and
exactly, but that goes back to having some type of experience. A person that's real green. You gotta have. First of all, if you just getting started, you need to get a trainer at the end of the day because you need just for safety
But
purposes have
I
somebody
gotta say
watching you.
this. I see one trainer at mine, and he has everybody walking like a spider and doing all these crazy workouts. And he's got hella old people. And I'm thinking, bro, I get that like what you're doing is good for the body and everything, but you need to tailor these workouts for your clientele. Like he's really trying to make them stretchy and dynamic. Like I think they're just trying to get on the treadmill, touch their toes, hit a couple core things.
Yeah,
He's having them do like planks with one hand. I'm like, that's not good for a
yeah.
65-year-old that's uncoordinated. Like,
You gotta be realistic. You could push people and test them, but like I do a lot of body weight exercises that's like that, like bear crawls and crab walks and things like that. But I've worked with people that's like in their 80s. Like I'm obviously not gonna have them do that. It's like you just gotta have some common sense. Although common sense ain't so common.
well, I'm gonna ask you a question. So I feel like if you're over the age of 55, your biggest fear in the weight room is balance. Like you're gonna tip. Like I feel like that's like most older people. Their big fear is like I'm gonna fall in the gym and I'm gonna get messed up. So am I right?
Um, I don't know if it's a lot of people fear, but it's definitely something to be aware of because it does happen. It's a real thing.
Like I feel like if you gave like a 55-year-old that doesn't want to squat, you put some weights on them, something bad can happen because they might not like the balance might be off.
That could come from a lot of things. A lot of people like that is just like, okay, so if you get someone, if we're going back to the beginner, like just for the sake of conversation, if you get someone that's older in age and they are a beginner, they got to really make a lot of life changes that they've been most likely probably doing for a longer amount of time. So it's just like being aware of things. Like if you drink coffee, you got to be drinking a lot of water just so you don't dehydrate yourself. Like little things like that could throw somebody off. They just have like a caffeine rush while they're working out, and all of a sudden the room starts spinning or something. Like it's a bunch of different things that could contribute to that. But it is real. Your balance and your coordination is yeah, it's real.
It's real in the field,
It's real in the field.
man. Okay, so I'm gonna. Do you have any questions from your feed?
What's up, y'all? Y'all got some questions for me? If not, we're gonna log out this thing.
Man, hit
I
that heart
appreciate
button.
y'all watching though.
Hit that heart button. Hit the
Yeah,
share
hit the
button.
hit the
Hit the
like
like
button, hit the share button. Help spread the word. Young brother trying to do something. Trying to do something out here. And we'll have more. But yeah.
Check out Hot Girl Summer. They're out here flexing on people.
Hot girls is too busy flexing.
Hot girls are out here flexing. Dudes are out here. Don't like Hot Girl Summer is having dudes looking like that Jay Z lyric where dudes are going broke trying to keep up with hot girls. But the good thing is, not all the hot girls got the juice. So by fall,
Hey.
I'd say about 60 to 70% of the hot girls are going to be falling back. They spent a little too much. They went too hard.
Yeah.
Hot Girl Summer is no joke, man. What are the three cities for Hot Girl Summer?
Shit.
Miami's definitely a Hot Girl Summer. Maybe Atlanta.
Miami, Atlanta. I don't know. Wherever Cardi B is, that's where Hot Girl Summer is.
I think her era's done, man. These new girls got too much stamina.
Maybe so.
They got too much stamina. When did that? Okay, what annoys you more? When R&B guys became gangsters, or when girls stopped? When like, how do I say this without being provocative? But when girls just started making like female versions of 50 Cent music.
I don't know, man. Shit.
It's like I guess there's always been like Remy Ma and Eve, but like they felt cooler. Like Cardi B, if I played that, like I almost feel kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Like the same feeling if I played like a Future song. Like you know that there's like you know what you're playing.
So I did hear something where they said like Jermaine Dupri was like criticizing a lot of the women rappers.
All the
Did you see
prostitute.
that?
He called it
He called them
stripper
stripper
music.
rappers or something like that. I would just say that it is a lack of diversity in the content. Like,
I'm not gonna say that because I mean, even if it is that, shout out to them for doing whatever they want. Like I'm not hating,
yeah, yeah.
and that's like that just makes you look like an old head. Like if you the minute you start to categorize stuff, but I'm just saying I'm noticing a trend with girls like turning up harder than dudes, and the music reflecting like they took the summer over.
Well, shit. Okay, so let's bring it back to working out and fitness. There's a lot of times where I'll be training a group of women and men, and the girls or the women they just train harder. They
Oh,
may
no
be
doubt.
focused. They may have I don't know. I feel like guys, as guys, sometimes we let our ego get in the way.
I feel like
Actually, a lot of time.
like dudes sometimes like say this like dudes can make more excuses like in a weird way
Because it's their
because
ego.
but I don't even know if it's ego man I'm saying like because like you probably got like that decent job you probably got that decent thing you could do like you got things you can do you're more of like a predator where like women in the world they've had to kind of claw figure out their space and then when they want something they go out and get it whereas some dudes are just passive man.
Yeah, you got to be a go getter. You can't sit around and wait for it to come to you. You got better get ready, go get it.
That hot girl summer, man, they're gonna come through and punk people, man.
Yeah. What's going on with tennis? You follow that?
Yeah, I follow
Didn't
that.
Serena get beat, or she
Serena
was
got
getting
beat
beat a
bad,
couple
man.
times or something like that?
She got beat bad.
What do you think that was?
She just ran into someone that was. She
Just
ran into
better.
someone that never won Wimbledon. She's won like 100. Problem is when you've done it a lot and it's like the biggest day for someone and they know they're probably not going back ever. Shoot, I wasn't ever a big Serena fan. I know that makes some people mad. I'm not the biggest Serena fan. I was a Venus Williams fan.
So, what you think about women's sports? How we just made a comparison, and I mean, it's not true in all cases, but a lot of cases, you get women athletes are more, they're more dialed in. Like, even go to like women basketball versus men basketball. Obviously, it's like a gap in the athletic ability and it's just strength, and men could be able to jump higher and dunk and shit.
It's
But
like a
women
tactical
play,
issue.
yeah, but women play more team ball. You know.
I think like I don't mind women's sports. I think that's one of the biggest myths is that women's sports isn't interesting to watch because like
Leo, what's up, partner?
that's it. I was just gonna say like I think women's sports is kind of dope, bro. Like I like women's volleyball. I like women's soccer. I like women's basketball. Shoot, I might mess around and watch a women's boxing match.
Yep. Shout out to all the women athletes. Shout out to my sister, Alana Lee. My sister run track. She did a triple jump at University of Oklahoma. She had a pretty good season for a freshman. She made it to NCAA West Coast Regional.
I
Yeah,
feel
so
like girls know what they want more in life. Like at an earlier point, like they kind of have their goals really honed in, whereas dudes are very unspecific. Like they want some stuff, and like that's why like they play more team ball.
uh
Like every girl I met, pretty much in our relationship from 18 on, they kind of knew what they wanted to do. Maybe I was just messing with those kind of girls, but like they just knew what they wanted to do.
yeah, it could. I don't know. It's just it is a gap in maturity, but you know, I guess that is what it is. I noticed that with a lot of the young, like teenagers, like the boys. They just, not all of them. You get some that really want to put themselves ahead, but then you get a lot of
You
the
get
bulk of the
two
group that just want to, you know,
two hard headed ones, and the class is going to hell.
yeah.
He's gonna be telling you about what neighborhood he's from. You're gonna get one of those. You tell him to do something. I'm from the Dubs, man. We don't play that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But that don't even matter. But yeah, you get some little stubborn ones. Man. Where's Cheetah, man? We gotta get Cheetah on the show. Gotta
East
get you
Oakland
on the show.
resident. You should bring the studio to his house.
I'm a Leonard. When you see this, man, get at me. We gotta get Leonard on, cause Leonard for sure say I'm from East Oakland. If I go, I'm from East Oakland. I get it though.
Hey, what? Give me top five things if you're from East Oakland. So one is going to a food truck. Like you've been to the food truck. What's the food truck on 12th? On East 12th or East 14th, the food truck everyone will go to late at night. So
Yeah.
you've been to that food truck and you probably ran into somebody with the bum that tells you, "I'm gonna park your car. Give me a tip." What's
Yeah,
another?
I feel like Oakland definitely got some of the best food trucks. They like, yeah,
Seminary hoagie. Like you definitely eaten at Seminary hoagie if you're
oh
from
yeah.
East Oakland.
I haven't ate that in a long time, but yes,
If someone said they're
hoagie
from
shop.
East Oakland and they said where, what would you say? I've never heard of such a place.
Dude, Oakland's so different now. Like on my way here, I seen this dude like just like skateboarding in the middle of the street and shit. And I'm like, this ain't the East Oakland I grew up in, like or seeing.
I went to a house party in West Oakland and I met up with my friend Bizzle. And Bizzle was like, I don't know, like we were all kind of nervous, and I wore a hoodie to the house party. And on my way to the house party, there was a guy on a bike in the middle of the road, and he was like, "The street belongs to us too." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" That's when Oakland felt different to me. Was when I experienced that.
Yeah, it is. It's different times. It's different times. Shout out to the town though.
When does Oakland become a suburb? 20 years.
Shit's changing for sure, man. Just it's changing. Gentrification is real. The fact that we losing all our sports teams is, you know,
Oh, you'll get them back once like the place is dope. Like once it's like $1 million condos, they'll be like, "Okay, we'll bring it back now."
well, thank you for Facebook and Instagram and everything y'all watching this shit on, because this is where it all comes from. It's all Silicon Valley. You
Yeah.
know, it's all right now. It's a lot of technology, and you know that's where everything's growing out of. You know, in terms of the Bay Area, so it is interesting. But at the end of the day, Oakland got so much history. You know, certain things that just ain't gonna leave this place. But the Raiders could go. They gone. They can't win anyways.
Where are they playing?
Where?
Yeah.
I don't know. I do not know. I'm talking, but I am gonna go to a Raider game this season.
Where did they play? They played 2019. I did a video for John Gruden's son. They
Yeah,
did kickboxing. He
that's
won his
dope.
fight.
That's dope. John Gruden was one of the first uh, coaches I got to meet when I first started playing football. I went to a Raider camp. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. Back when he was their coach the first time.
Well, the Raiders are in Oakland this year. They're going to play at the Coliseum.
You know, playing Coliseum, but they're going to Vegas soon.
And this year is going to be turned up because the fans are just going to be getting faded.
Yeah. Shout out to the Oakland Raiders.
Going to Niners versus Steelers, bro. My big bro, LaRon. He's a big Steelers fan. Steelers are going to be terrible, bro. They let go of all their hitters. They let go of Antonio Brown. They let go of Le'Veon Bell. I don't care that people say you shouldn't pay them. Those dudes are dope. Pay them.
Yeah. But the NFL, in my whole opinion, is just backwards.
Well, yeah, like Ben Roethlisberger raped women, and like there's no conflict of interest there. You know?
But they was ready to do Vic in over them dogs. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying,
Hey, I
man.
got a Michael Vick jersey just to support that movement because people were acting like what Vic, like to me, don't get me wrong, what he did wasn't right,
I'm
but
not
at the
saying it's right
same
either.
time, like he made his mistake and he paid for it and he came out and he didn't commit crimes after. Aren't you supposed to get the benefit of the doubt, not like be shamed and humiliated over and over?
It, I just don't get how they were like, that dude got talked bad about bad for like multiple years, like protesting against having them on the teams and stuff. And then you got dudes that's like beating the shit out they women and things like that.
On video,
Yeah.
like
And
knocking
then
him out, dragging him like a caveman. and people be like, well, we gotta hear the full story.
But then it's just you know
To me,
it's all fucked up. But I'm just saying they did Mike Vick wrong. They did Mike
Roethlisberger
Vick
to me
wrong.
was the worst because people were like, well, we gotta hear the full story, and it's like the dude's a big ass dude in the women's bathroom, and he trapped a girl in the toilet stall.
What up, Q?
How do you explain that?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah. Like how would you play that off? Like my bad, I just accidentally went to the women's bathroom and then I was blocking this woman from leaving. Like one big misunderstanding.
Well, he got you know what it is.
We know what time it is.
Yeah.
I will say this though, the funniest thing the NFL did was get rid of Tebow.
What's up, Q? Q, man, I need to have you on this. So we doing this podcast, and yeah, I definitely got to bring you in, man. Same, just like barbershop talk, talking about fitness and sports, all type of things. If you got any questions, let me know. Or if you got anything that you want to address,
Man,
we've been
talk
talking
about
about all
Tim
kind of stuff.
Tebow, man. Tim Tebow was so whack, and people
What
wanted
about
to.
Tim Tebow?
He was just whack, bro. Like, if you want to get into racial elements, Tim Tebow could not be any race other than a conservative Christian white guy.
Tim
That's
Tebow, yeah, he was
a
he
quarterback that
definitely
can't
fit the
throw.
mold. He fit the mold for sure.
Can you imagine
He
being a
had his
quarterback?
run. Tebow had a good run though.
But imagine like you're a quarterback and you can't throw the ball. Like, oh, I can't accurately throw the ball, but I want to be a quarterback.
Shit, he made it. He made it. I don't know how it happened. They was trying to they was campaigning for him. Wasn't Skip Bayless or
They had
wasn't
that
it was
campaign
campaigning for
strong.
him. God damn. Where's Tebow now? He plays baseball, don't he?
Well, my other favorite racial get people mad is Aaron Rodgers plays like a black quarterback, quote unquote, but no one brings that up.
What does that mean? Is that just saying that he's athletic?
That's the racially coded, you know what I mean? Where like an analyst will say this player plays like a black QB, and it's just basically saying he runs with the ball and throws it. It's a vague term that these sportscasters throw around that's like racially insensitive.
What do y'all think? Q, you still watching? Do you think Aaron Rodgers plays like a black quarterback? What does that mean? I've heard it, but like
They're
what
basically saying he plays like Vic.
yeah. Vic was the truth though.
Vic was the shit.
Yeah. But
Man, this shit's live.
it is. Exactly. He got his own style. He just athletic. He could run around a little bit, but he's his own guy. I like Aaron Rodgers though. That's another dude from the Bay. I support everybody from the Bay for the most part. They
Let's make a
if
hater
they real
list.
about it.
Who are people from the Bay that are athletes that you don't fuck with?
Who is an athlete from the Bay that I don't fuck with? I don't know.
Think about that. That's the I don't fool with you
Yeah,
list.
I don't know. I
I
really
think
don't even.
Jason Giambi because he snitched. I can't fuck
Giambi.
with that. Or not Giambi, Jose Canseco.
Well, oh yeah, well, obviously the one person who I got to give him all the credit in the world, but I don't like Tom Brady. That's for sure. Q. I don't know if he should have been a Niner.
I think he would have kind of fucked up if he was a Niner.
No, my barber, my boy, he just said that Aaron Rodgers should have been a Niner. I guess because he played for his hometown, Cal Berkeley guy.
But back then, when Alex Smith got drafted over Aaron Rodgers, the O line was terrible. He would have gotten lit up.
Yeah, the Niners went wrong when they got rid of Harbaugh. I don't care what nobody say. It went bad right then and there.
Well, Harbaugh, the only problem with him is he's such an asshole.
Harbaugh and then that bullshit they had with Kaepernick, the whole team fell apart.
It's like the Billy Goat curse, bro. And the Cubs, you ever heard about that when the guy brought his Billy Goat to the field and they got cursed and they could never win it because someone kicked him out for having a Billy Goat? You can't make this stuff up. It's true. I feel like Kaepernick is that with the Niners because the Niners did Kaepernick so wrong. Like they're never going to win again.
The Niners did Cap wrong, but it's a such thing as karma. They ain't gonna win for a while.
Jimmy Garoppolo's low key kind of terrible.
To be honest, I can't call it because I really haven't watched. I have not watched. I heard good things about Garoppolo, But what Kaepernick going down in somebody's history books. And if they don't want to put him in history book, somebody need to make one. Shit,
My
I
only
might make one
fault
one
with
day. We need to.
Kaepernick was he played a game in Packers Stadium and wouldn't wear sleeves, even though it was freezing, because he wanted to show off his tattoos. I was just like, come on, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. Was that the reason?
I literally saw a report in an interview where he said he wanted to show it off. Maybe it was a joke, but like,
Yeah, but see, he was a radical though. I feel like even the fact they was talking about that stupid shit. I remember they did say that. They were saying Colin Kaepernick's the first quarterback with tattoos on his arms.
they
What the
had that.
fuck does that have to do with football?
Skip Bayless had that agenda out for him. He was white. He was right, like riding that. We got to get Cap out of the league.
Yeah, he was definitely blackballed. Shout out to Cap and shout out to what he doing in the community. And
My
yeah, if
favorite,
somebody could link this up with that, share this and tag it or something. Let Cap see this.
my favorite all-time one. I call it a size when people just go in. Was when Skip Bayless got mad at Michael Vick for charging people to go to his birthday party. Like it wasn't a nightclub that just put his name on the flyer. He said, "Who charges people to go to their birthday party?"
Skip Bayless is full of shit.
Skip
I
Bayless
can't
is.
even. I can't even watch that.
I like Uncle Shannon though.
I could watch Shannon. I'm to the point I can't stand Stephen A. Smith. I don't want to watch Stephen A. Smith. I don't want to watch Skip Bayless. I don't want to watch none of that.
Is it just me or does Uncle Shannon kind of look like a dinosaur? Like in a good way though. Like he looks like a dinosaur. Got a big ass neck, man.
Shannon Sharp was real with it though. One of the best tight ends to ever play.
Oh, over Gronk.
Gronk got the size. Gronk ain't got no choice but to be big. Yeah, Stephen A is a joke. Stephen A. I figured out Stephen A's whole gimmick. He think if he get just loud as hell on TV, that means something. He just tries to overtalk every situation.
And he just says a lot of big words. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. And then see Max be trying to keep it real, but where Max go wrong is he don't be having his facts straight.
Max just be saying stuff. He's like the dude at the barber shop that says people's names wrong and gets mad when you correct him. I went to a barber shop in East Oakland and someone tried to tell me about Curry Maggette. And I'm like, you mean Corey Maggette? Not Curry Maggette. I'm like, oh no.
Curry Maggette.
Remember Corey Maggette, the worst warrior ever? He'd have games 0 for 10, but he'd get 20 points from the
That's a
free throw
good
line.
question. Who was the worst warrior ever?
Oh,
Because we sat through some bad seasons.
I
Y'all
think
don't know.
Corey Maggette's up there.
We got a lot of new Warrior fans now that was Kobe Bryant and Shaq fans a little while ago.
Let's think.
But
Eric
we had some
Biedrins.
bad teams.
Biedrins is up there. White boy that just would get
Biedrins,
dunked on.
yeah, he was.
Eric
He wasn't.
Biedrins.
He wasn't much to me.
Al Harrington was pretty bad. Big old Al.
Man, I just remember having bad seasons, man.
I'm trying to think who else
We
did I
had some
hate
bad
seeing.
seasons.
Dan Gazarich. He was pretty bad. I was low key an Ish Smith fan. Ish Smith. I like
Ish Smith.
Yeah.
See, these people so bad, I don't even know their names.
Oh, it literally looked like they went to the rec center and they're like, "Hey, bro, want to get a 10-day contract with the Warriors? You're gonna play at Oracle, but we're gonna charge you for the." Have you ever heard about baseball teams? Like if you're a minor leaguer, they charge you to use the facility like it's a hotel. So like you're playing in the league, but if you're not on the pro team, you have to pay to use the bathroom and stuff.
Oh man, this is a crazy world, man. Hey, shout out to Quincy though. If y'all in the Loyal District, y'all need a barber. Y'all need to go see my man Q
And
at the
jump on the
Blitz
YouTube.
Barbershop.
Jump on the YouTube.
And hop on YouTube because we live on YouTube too. Shout out to Blitz Barbershop in East Oakland in the Loyal District.
Hit that subscribe button too. We'll spend $50 at that barbershop.
For real. Take your cousins, your nephews, your little brother.
Unless they got badass attitudes, then like leave them at home.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about. Each one help one.
Want to hit one more crazy controversial topic?
Yeah, one more crazy controversial topic before we get off this thing.
Get the chat to get you one that might get people offended. Let's get something crazy going.
Q, help a brother out. Give me a topic. Anything, bro.
It's gotta be controversial. We can't ask
How long I've been? I just started doing this shit, bro. This is actually my first. This is my first go around. So I appreciate you. You making it happen. You helping making it happen for sure. I just be trying to do shit. Q, keep it going, man. Grind don't stop. Y'all, and be on the lookout. We starting a boxing team. We starting a boxing team. I got a couple guys in the gym. I think they want to try to go. So January, we're gonna sign them up with USA Boxing. We're
They
gonna
got
see
the
what it do.
juice. They got the
Topic
juices.
is upcoming football season. Upcoming football season.
So what about the up? I already think the Browns are going to be the sized out of. They're going to be like people are going to act like they're super sweet.
The Browns, they got names on their team right now.
They don't got a team. Odell doesn't ever stay healthy.
Odell, no.
They just
Oh,
got a perm, bro.
I think Odell just really realized that he got triple, double, quadruple platforms, and he's just exposing that shit. He's in the NFL, and he got Instagram and all that other shit popping. And I feel like he just branding himself.
I feel like he doesn't really care.
Paper champs. That's what I'm saying. They ain't about to win nothing.
We got Tom Terrific. You know, Brady's going to be out there balling.
Somebody need to stop the Patriots though. I'm tired of the Patriots. And that last Super Bowl was boring. And I love defensive football, but that was a boring Super Bowl to watch.
I think the Rams are going to be terrible.
The
I think they're going
Rams,
to have the hangover, the Super Bowl hangover.
it's gonna be interesting to see how they bounce back.
Because Todd Gurley's hurt. He's got like arthritis in his knee.
Gurley's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, them knees. He been having bad knees since college. Who's gonna be a sleeper team? Who do you think is gonna play good?
Let me go in here. I can tell you one team that won't be. That'll be the Buffalo Bills.
If OBJ doesn't do anything, it was all for nothing. Yep.
Okay, so who are the sleeper teams? Definitely not the Jets.
The Jets, I don't see the Jets doing it. The Giants, I
I
don't know,
don't see
Q. I
them
know you love
doing.
the
They got
Giants,
like
but I
the
don't know, man.
talk about race in the NFL. They took like a quarterback that like literally has no outstanding traits.
The Giants just as bad as the Raiders, bro. We all in the same.
I think the
We all are
Chargers are
sitting in
going
the
to be
same
real
bullshit
good.
situation.
I think the Chargers are going to be really
Chargers, yeah, I would give it to that.
Chargers. I think Baltimore is going to be really good. You know who's going to be the sleeper team is the Colts.
Colts.
I think the Colts might make the Super Bowl.
Luck need to do something. Luck, I think Luck is a good quarterback, but I don't know. He don't never really have the pieces around him or something.
He doesn't got that juice like Cam Newton. I made the best bet with my buddy who he thought Luck was going to make a Super Bowl before Cam Newton. And I was like, Cam's a legend, bro. He's going to get to at least one Super Bowl, and then he's going to just mess it up.
Has Cam played in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl?
he played
Am I tripping?
No, Cam played Broncos.
Oh,
And then
yep,
they got
yep,
shut down.
yep.
He
Wait,
looked
I thought that
so
was
bad.
the Seahawks.
No, it was Broncos. Wait,
It was Russell Wilson in them.
Siri, what Super Bowl did Cam Newton play in?
Seattle was a team. They was on top for a while and fell off. Teams be falling off, man.
Well, Seattle fell off because they had to pay people because they hit with all those draft picks because Pete Carroll came from college. So he knew all the good
My
players.
boy said Cam Newton's window is closed.
That's cool, man.
I don't know.
I think his
I
window.
like Cam. I'm just saying out of hope. I hope it ain't closed.
I think, yeah, Super Bowl 50, Panthers versus Broncos.
Cam, he need an offensive line and he need a good receiver.
You know what messed Cam up? I'm gonna be honest. When he went away from the culture and stopped dabbing, when he stopped hitting those dabs, he stopped winning. When he stopped hitting the dab.
So tell me this, okay? If Cam Newton's window is closed, I'm just gonna make a random ass comparison. But dude, no, Mahomes is Mahomes better quarterback than Cam Newton?
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hell no. Mahomes is gonna be terrible this year. They have a year of tape on him.
That was his first year last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can tell you exactly what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna set that QB spy, and they're gonna do zone containment, and they're gonna make him have to throw accurate, and then they're gonna start roasting him. They're gonna start saying, "Oh, we knew this all along. He's just got a good arm."
He has some good. He has some good. From what I saw from him, he was legit. He threw some nice balls.
the good quarterbacks like Cam, they don't stumble in the second year.
Yeah, Cam. I would just say Cam is just. I don't know. I just like Cam. He durable. He big. And he could.
He's hella big,
He
bro.
get. He get the job done. But yeah, nah, they ain't doing enough.
Dallas is gonna be raw.
Dallas.
Dallas is gonna be raw. They're not gonna be one of the best teams, but they're gonna be like a team that's gonna be like an old school Steelers. They're gonna run the ball a lot.
Elliott, yeah, they got a chance. I mean, their offense is nice. Do they still got who's
They
their
got
receivers?
Amari
Cooper.
Cooper. And then if they get a Zeke, if Zeke's running for 120 and you got the play action, then all of a sudden it doesn't even matter if you got receivers if everyone's biting on the.
Yeah, for real, Dallas. Yeah, we ain't rocking with Dallas.
Let's see. I think Niners could be good.
Damn.
Minnesota could be.
Oh, Minnesota. Minnesota,
Green
I
Bay's
think will
gonna
be all right.
Green Bay's gonna be good.
Green
Because
Bay.
Aaron Rodgers ain't taking two bad seasons.
I like seeing good defenses. Who gonna have a real legit defense? Broncos.
Broncos. They got Von Miller. They got Vic Fangio as the coach. That guy's good. You know who's also gonna have good defense? Bears.
Chicago.
Mac.
Yeah.
What's up with the Bears? I got a few statements about the Bears. Why do they only score points defensively? Like the majority of their points are defensive scores.
When have the Bears had someone good on offense since like Walter Payton?
Okay, I can actually answer this. Let's see offensively. So they went to the Super Bowl. Rex Burkhead, which is hella random. Like that should tell you like you should probably trade middle of the year.
I got so my boy is a real Giants fan.
He's a real Giants.
He's an Oakland guy. He's an Oakland dude.
Are we talking San
He's
Francisco
a
Giants?
No,
Or
he's
New
a
York
he's a
Giants?
New York Giants fan.
Got a big smile.
Yeah, no, because he he ain't rocking with Dallas.
He got that big smile. I think you know the last good player Chicago had, Brandon Marshall,
Brandon Marshall was good for Chicago.
Alshon Jeffrey,
Town business.
Jay Cutler. Do I get Jay Cutler?
Jay Cutler. Who does Jay Cutler play for now?
Jay Cutler's out of the league, bro. Remember when Jay Cutler signed up when he didn't train to play for Miami and he just was like throwing long balls and was getting picked? Like he wasn't even like he was just like, I'm just gonna chuck it down.
Yeah. He's just trying to get paid. He like, pay me. He ain't.
He didn't even want to play. His wife made him play. She was like, you should play this year.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't play in the NFL, but I know a lot of people that do and did, and it really don't seem like. I'd put it this way: besides all that money, the lifestyle, I'm cool. Like, I ain't even missing out on that shit.
I got a sleeper team for you.
What?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
I think they're a sleeper team.
I don't know what Tampa Bay because I don't never know what what's the name gonna do.
Jameis. I hate Jameis.
Jameis. I feel like Jameis to me is like
Ben Roethlisberger.
no. Jameis to me is just like
no.
he's a Jamarcus Russell that did it halfway right.
He said no. He's Jamarcus. That's a good comparison. Jamarcus.
For
Russell.
real, he just one of them guys. At least in college, he just could not get shit right.
He's like a knucklehead with basically no accuracy, who people like gave every benefit of the doubt. They're like, oh, but you're gonna see the leadership skills, and then they make a whole movie about how bad of a person he was in college. Oh,
but he got good receivers to throw too.
You got Deshaun Jackson, right?
Jackson and Mike
Chris
Evans.
Godwin?
Mike Evans.
Oh,
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback. I like him. I think that Lamar Jackson do with Baltimore, right? Yeah. Baltimore, yeah, I like Baltimore that. I like Baltimore. I like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. No Waka Flocka. Waka Flocko.
Flacco? Nah, his time's done.
He's playing for the Broncos, but you know he's going to suffer that week 3 season-ending injury that's going to have him out of the league.
Father Time got Flacco. It's a wrap.
Flacco was always terrible, bro. He wasn't that good.
Oh, Deshaun Jackson is back in Philly.
Oh, that might be trouble, man. That might be
trouble. He might ball out.
Because he's
gonna ball out in Philly.
I miss when Donovan McNabb with crunchy soup, Campbell's crunchy, throw that bomb to Deshaun. He'd throw those rainbows.
Deshaun had wheels. I remember when Deshaun was a freshman at Cal. He was balling back then. Shout out to Deshaun Jackson.
Damn, he was balling like 15 years ago.
Oh man, I seen one of them things on Instagram. It was an Instagram meme, and it had the 2001 Miami Hurricanes. It said this team beat anybody, dude. They was stacked.
Okay,
They
so
had
give it to
Ed
me.
Reed. They had Clinton Portis.
That's a problem
They
already.
had Andre Johnson, the receiver. They had
Who's throwing the rock?
Vince Wilfork. Oh no, who was throwing it? It was Ken Dorsey.
I mean, that's still not
He
bad.
was good in college.
I
And then
mean,
they had
it's a
Kellen
pro level.
Winslow. No, they had Jeremy Shockey. They had Jeremy Shockey and the dude that plays for the Panthers right now.
Didn't Jeremy Shockey get in trouble because he was snitching on the Saints? Wasn't he the dude that dropped the dime and then they just traded him for like a third round draft pick to the Giants? They're like, yeah, you're done.
Probably so.
What do you think of these NBA trades, bro?
Oh, we going to the NBA?
Yeah, we gotta go to the NBA, bro.
NBA, I'll say NBA is that everybody hopping off the Warriors too quick. I would say, yeah, they are hurt.
Rusty about to get James Harden so mad.
Oh yeah, Winslow way out of pocket. What's up with it?
Is LeBron just destined to be just like a funny ass dude that people are gonna make fun
PJ.
of him?
PJ, is that Percy? What was your question?
Is LeBron destined to just be a dude that people make fun of at a barber shop for this last part of his career? You know Anthony Davis is getting hurt, man.
I mean, in my opinion, LeBron's still the best player in the league.
Yeah, but you know,
LeBron's done the most for the league.
but that's not answering my question.
What's
Is
up, Percy? I hope you're doing good out there in Vegas, man, or if you're still out there. Stay focused. Stay on your training. Keep it up, man. The sky's the limit for you, Percy. That's real.
what do you know about D'Angelo Russell?
D'Angelo Russell? Is that the snitch?
Yeah, D'Angelo got caught telling.
That's all I know about him.
Man, I don't think he's good in the Bay.
He said all kings get dethroned. Yeah, LeBron's time is. I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's up. I ain't gonna say LeBron's time's up till he retired, but he definitely got to figure another way out.
He's like a parent now. Like LeBron picks his kids up from school and then he's going to the game after.
Somebody on one of those shows, it may have been Skip Bayless as one of them. They said LeBron is gonna have opportunity to be in the league when his son get drafted. I think just off like some trivia shit, that's cool.
I think that he's going to
He could get his son
do
drafted to
that,
his team.
or like he's gonna request he gets traded to whatever team, and he's gonna be all old like Vince Carter.
That'll be something in history, though. I never seen a father and son play together in the NBA.
I mean, D Wade's probably okay. $100 bet: does D Wade play with LeBron this year in the Lakers?
Does D Wade play with LeBron and Lakers? Is that like real?
I think he'll come back. Like you don't think that like the band's gonna be coming back together, and then all of a sudden the guy goes down.
I don't know. Oh shit,
You
we're
have
gonna
to
have to
stop the
log out.
broadcast.
Yeah,
It's over.
yeah, we're gonna have to check out of this thing. My battery running low. But yeah, I agree with you, Q. On that note, yeah, when LeBron's son get drafted, that's when Bron should step out and then go coach or something. But shout out to everybody that contributed to this live stream. I'm gonna get more active on this. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, if y'all got any topics or y'all run into me, got anything y'all want to talk about or anything on your mind, let's speak on it. Cause we trying to just do something different. Definitely on this fitness scene. Later. Oh, like, comment, and subscribe and share this, please. For sure.